Hey guys, Gus Mitchell here. I wanted to talk to you today about combining. I'm pulling my supers off for the year, getting these queen excluders off, and doing a quick evaluation of these colonies. I've already talked to you guys this morning for a good 20 minutes that didn't record. So what had happened here was this colony was queenless, or appeared to be queenless, had no brood, was weak, and it didn't offer anything in its super. So I knew there was a problem. So I went down, I checked it out. After I checked it out, I realized that I needed to combine this hive. This one offered me a lot of good supers, and these bees have already moved well up into this box already in just a few short minutes that I did it. This is primarily open comb and nectar stores and pollen. So what I did was combine the weak with a good strong colony. So a point that I really want to stress for you guys is to take your winter losses in the fall. The reason that's a good, successful technique is because you can let this colony sit here. You can try to requeen it, but it doesn't work out in profitability wise for you to requeen or try to requeen or play with this hive. This is toward the end of September, and this hive is not going to make it. But it can offer resources that are valuable to me in the form of these combs and these foragers. These foragers are going to merge with the colonies to the right and the left of it, and these combs are now going to be protected. Whereas if I had left it that way, those bees would have finally dwindled away in a month, and the wax moths would have eaten my comb up. So yes, I run single brood chambers, but you will see doubles here and there from combinations. Combining is just really an underlooked, undertaught management technique. Combining, oftentimes even in the spring, combining can allow a strong colony to be split off and offer you a lot more than taking from the strong colony and giving to the weak. I really do not advocate that Robin Hood style beekeeping, giving to the poor from the rich. It just doesn't work out well in the beekeeping world. If you're bolstering a weak hive, it's just a temporary fix. You're just propping it up with a crutch. It's going to fail. It's much better to give those resources to a strong hive that can utilize them, can expand and grow, and then split off that stronger hive. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to pull a split off of that hive that you combined way before the one that you've propped up is going to offer you anything. So I'm pulling these fall honey supers off. Let's make sure we're still running. We are, thank the Lord for that. I showed earlier, so this is what my top supers are looking like. You can see where they've repaired the comb. They filled it out with this fall honey. They've even started to cap it just a tiny little bit there in the center, which they typically don't cap this stuff off. Then our bottom supers here is where the money's at, where the honey's at. Those are pretty much full supers, but we're stripping them down because it's important for me this time of year. It's getting close to October, and by October I really want to have my mite treatments on, and I want to have these bees fed. Not so much to put weight on them, but to keep that queen laying. Right now the fall flow is still going on. It's not as ramped up as it was, so they're getting a little bit after I pull these down. That's going to help me keep from starving them. So they're going to pack that incoming nectar around the brood nest a little bit, and I'm okay with that at this point. I just need her to keep laying, and I need to get these boxes off. It's starting to get cooler mornings and cooler evenings, and it's harder to pull honey when it gets that way. These fume boards don't work as well. So You can see my truck here. Got to blow this one out, but on the back here I got a stack for the light boxes, and I'm starting to stack up the full supers here. This time of year, it's important that you bring covers with you. These are just plywood squares, and that's just to keep everything covered up as I go. Typically these boxes will be covered with either the fume board, or they'll be over here and blown out and stacked up. Since I am making a video, there are some exposed combs here, but for the most part I like to keep everything covered up and move pretty quickly. So that's what we're doing today. I've sat here and talked to y'all and let this fume board work a little too well. I'll have to get back going, guys. As I go through these colonies, I'll do quick evaluations, and I'm sure I'll have to combine some more, and I'll get back with you guys. All right, guys, we got them stripped down, and the last ones to do are these resource hives. So what I like to do is bring me an extra empty deep box, just pull out what I need. This don't need to be 3 high going into the fall here. So we'll shake the bees off. If there's no brood, we'll take those honey frames. So those ones. It's kind of a pain, but it helps to get combs drawn. Using these resource hives, you just put them full of foundation. That one's got brood on that side, so it's going to stay. Just let them full of foundation and let them keep pulling you combs out. Oh, wow. So that one's pretty heavy. It gave me 5 good combs of honey. Knock them bees back down in there. Leave this box here like that. I need one more comb, and looks like I actually have it right there. Push them together. Now let's see, what do I do with that? Oh, that's what I did with that. Moving a little slower now, guys. I'm pretty warm. Thought it was going to be a cool day, and it is not. So there's 2 resource hives here. Was going to go back and get that deep, but got these 2 to take to the deep down here. Well, it's looking like they weren't in this top box at all. Well, brood wise. Give them that one they were working on back. That's a medium, and I'm going to leave that deep in medium. Take these two to the deep because that's all that will fit. Then I'll have a full deep of comb extra. So now it is time to load the truck up. This stack right here were empties that I put on that they really didn't do enough in it that I wanted to fool with it. So guys, I'm going to finish up here and get back to the honey house and get unloaded. Thanks for watching.